Hello there, guys. This is going to be your weekend tarot guidance reading for Friday the 13th through Sunday the 15th, 2017. Okay, so I guess I guess the personal free reading, like little giveaway or whatever, drawing, the method I guess I chose didn't work because no one left their email. So I guess, I don't know. I guess that is a little odd, I guess, or, you know, you want to be safe and not leave your email address. I get it. So, but everybody seemed like they were cool with it in the beginning. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't meant to work out. So I don't know. If somebody can come up with another clever way of doing a free reading drawing every week, then, you know, feel free to shoot a comment. I don't think that it's like fair to like, oh, pick a color, pick whatever, because some people might, oh, that's not fair, you just chose that person because this or that. You know, I don't want it to get to that point. That's why I was like trying to leave it to a fair shot where everybody can see it. Or maybe just the first to leave a comment, I guess, I don't know, could qualify. So, but if you're interested in a one card reading on live, I can definitely give away some readings on live, but you know, the catch is you will have to donate at least $1 to my PayPal account in order to do that, because it does take a lot of energy to do it. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the reading. Overall energy is the Page of Wands. Okay, so what is it that pushes you out of your comfort zone, I feel? Because you have the Fool right next to it. So you're like halfway there with taking a strong leap of faith, or at least where Spirit's encouraging you to take a leap of faith. There's a challenge here, your fears. Okay? My God, is like Spirit like trying to speak to me right now, or what? Maybe a lot of you, this wouldn't come up if it wasn't for a majority of you, because I rarely resonate with my readings. But this is an energy I've been seeing. So I feel like with the Page of Wands, there's a calling or a pull to step out and take a risk. I feel like the aftermath is you perceive yourself to be in a dangerous situation or in a danger zone by doing this. The challenge is defeating the negativity in your head, the fears and the doubts, you know, because this thing is going to eat away at you until you address it or until you face your fears. So trying to walk away and not confront this or take that risk or step out of your comfort zone, it's only going to get louder and louder. That fear, those doubts, the calling, the push, the pull, it's going to only get louder, I feel. Spirit is trying to get you to approach the situation as the Fool, you know. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. It's very possible that you could just, you know, you can get into something that you're like, why did I do that? But you see, he's still in a place of bliss. Like, he's still, like, even as he's about to fall off this cliff, he's like, he doesn't care. He's willing to take the risk. It's like, what's the worst that can happen? You know, if it doesn't turn out to be the way that I hoped, or I don't get the outcome in a specific way that I would like or thought it was going to go, you know, so what? The fact is, I did what I was guided to do, I feel like, is the message. Because the Fool card is a major arcana. You are being encouraged by Divine Spirit to approach the situation in that way. Not just to take the risk or take the leap of faith, but in a sense where it's like, well, you know, whatever happens, happens. But that's not going to stop me from doing what I'm guided to do. Okay, even if I am shunned away, or even if everybody doesn't feel what I'm about. For some of you, this is like fashion or modeling, or something about self-expression or creativity for some of you. Because I am seeing that the clothes and everything, the King of Pentacles is pretty flashy. The Hierophant It's pretty, you know, dapper himself. So I feel like this could be for some of you like a fashion or modeling, putting yourself out there to the world, expressing yourself in a creative way, or just extending yourself, you know, taking that risk, putting yourself out there in some way. With the King of Pentacles, this represents where Spirit wants you to place your focus. Your focus is needing to be on, I feel like you need to see your worth and your value, but also looking at your position and where you are. Because it's like you might see yourself as these naive characters, these childlike, foolish, immature, non-experienced individuals, but it's like your experience, maybe not in this specific thing, but you've gone through a lot of many lessons and you know, trials and tribulations with putting yourself out there in some way, you know, taking a risk or taking a leap. And it's like you're well, you know, in the right position, you're stable enough to go ahead and do what it is that's asked of you. It's like you need to see yourself in a higher position, or at least see yourself way more valuable and worthy, because it's like there's a fear of rejection. There's a fear of people not understanding you or getting you. I don't know who this pertains to, if this is going to resonate in some way, but like this modeling thing, it could be different for everybody, but it's sticking out. Something with fashion, whatever it is with fashion, whether you're trying to present your own clothing line or you want to apply, you know, as a stylist or something like that with fashion, there's this fear of people like saying, oh, we don't need anybody right now, or no, you know, you don't fit, whatever. It's this thing that you keep playing in your head of this rejection that you keep playing in your mind, like people turning you away. Like, you know, I'm not feeling that outfit, or, you know, we don't need any more models, or, you know, you need to be a little more taller, or whatever the case may be. It's like you're very focused on this about, you know, and that's your fear. You need to confront that fear. Whatever the rejection scene that you keep playing in your head, it's like a scene of a movie, and it keeps playing over and over. Spirit's telling you need to address that right away. But the Hierophant is the conclusion. So the Hierophant being your conclusion is saying, you know, it's very, very well possible that how this is going to end for you is you're going to follow whatever path you feel is best for you. Whatever you feel is best, whatever you see as, you know, your truth for you is what you're going to do. You're going to follow the path that's right for you, or what you believe. You're going to stick up for what you feel is right for you. It's your truth. And I feel like that's what you're going to choose. Whatever you're most dedicated to, whatever your beliefs are, whatever it is, you're going to choose it. Okay, gonna go ahead and look at the love energy for this week. And the Page of Cups is at the bottom of this deck. So I feel like this is about following your truth and following your heart, trusting in your inner knowingness and your guts and your truth. Even if you feel like you don't have enough information, or you feel like your intuition is, you know, not up to speed with the situation, or it's not up to speed, but it's not, you feel like it's not really reliable, because you feel like you're walking on thin ice or an unknown territory, and it's like, I don't know if I can trust the information that I've been getting. It's very vague, or it's, you know, not evident on the physical. Like, I just have to trust my gut with this. I have to trust my heart with this. That's what I'm getting. So I'll be right back with the love energy. Okay, so let's see what the energies are for this weekend when it comes to love, matters of the heart, relationships, partnerships. What is the love energy for this weekend? Okay. Two of Cups, the Fool again, obviously something something that you're being guided to do. And we have the Page of Wands again with the Lovers at the bottom, okay? So obviously, Spirit is really emphasizing that there's something that you need to trust and take a risk, okay? So some of you, modeling could be the love of your life. That could be your passion. That could be your goal, okay? Fashion, I'm seeing that again, could very well be the love of your life. That's something that's very strong in your heart. That's something that you want. Styling, whatever. Even if that does not relate to you or whatever your situation is, it's something that you're very passionate about. Because you did have the Wands, the Page of Wands again, it's here. There's something that you're very passionate about. Spirit is encouraging you in the matters of the heart and in your love and relationships, whether they're romantic, family, whatever, that you need to take a risk. You need to take a leap of faith, okay? Don't deceive yourself. It's like the deception part of it is like we all know with the Fool, there's the cliff here, and he's subject to fall off this cliff, and who, God knows what's going to happen to him once he falls off that cliff. And it's like that's how you're walking in that belief, like, yeah, I know I need to take a leap of faith, but it's like, but something is going to happen and it might not be pleasant. But it's the fact of the unknown and the fact that you trusted Spirit, and it's like, it's not about the outcome really so much. It's not, that's like a small portion. It's about you taking that risk and trusting in the unknown, because the unknown is unknown for a reason. You don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, you can only assume or hope or expect, but you don't know what's on the other side, and that's the whole point of the Fool. It's unknown territory. He's starting his life. He's starting a journey. He doesn't know where he's going. And little do we know, he doesn't actually fall off the cliff. He meets the magician. So it's like, it's a story. The Fool obviously didn't die. He didn't physically die. That's something to keep in mind. With the Cups card, the Two of Cups in the challenge, it's definitely about you and something else that you feel like you're separate from it. You're not seeing that it's like it needs you and you need it. Not in a codependent way, whether it's you and another person or this career, this passion or whatever, but it's like, in order for this story to unfold, you have to have these two that come together. It's like there's a reciprocated energy here that's causing a challenge, because I feel like you don't know for sure. You don't know for sure if what you're wanting wants you, if that makes sense. If I'm applying for this modeling career, this gig or whatever, I don't know if they're going to want what I have to offer. If I approach this or that person for styling, I don't know if they'll like my style. It's like you just don't know what on the other end. Usually with the Two of Cups, though, it's two energies sharing something with one another to create a oneness or to begin something, to get something off the ground. But your approach is the Three of Wands. So you have this Wands energy again, this creative energy. It's a third-party energy that you can't see. There is something that's being created between you and this other thing or this other person. Spirit's telling you to approach that. This creative energy, it's a energy that's pulling this together. The third energy is not even relevant, like not relevant, but it's not present. You can't see it, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So it's like there's this third energy that's trying to create, or these two factors creating something, coming together to create something. And that's how Spirit wants you to approach the situation. It's like you're not working by yourself, whatever the circumstance is, whether it's just an energy or whether it's multiple people that work as one separate entity next to you. Whatever it is, that third energy, there's something that's going to be created with it. Or these two energies create that energy, that third party energy, if that makes sense. Your focus is the Three of Pentacles, so Spirit's telling you to focus on this collaboration aspect of whatever you're creating. Again, it's only two people in this picture. Where's the third energy? It's like these two things, there's a lot of polar energy in these cards. The only one is here. But if you notice in the background, there's a couple here in the background. And the Fool is like oblivious to this. So it's like you don't know what you're creating until you take a risk. You don't know what the potential of whatever this is in the matters of the heart is until you take that risk. Spirit's telling you to focus on the collaboration aspect, playing your part. Because the other aspect of the other party is going to play their part. And it's going to create something. The conclusion is the Page of Wands. So the conclusion is going to be that you more than likely are going to express yourself in some way. You're going to take a risk, or you're going to step out of your comfort zone in some way. The Lover's card at the bottom of the deck is, this is not something, you know that whatever this is that you're pursuing or you're involved with or whoever, you know that it's not something that's just mundane or it's just a whatever type of situation. It's obviously it's like it's imperative for you to confront this. There's something important about it. You don't see the other side of the story. It's like these two women are like polar opposites, and there's that third energy. That man is that third energy. You don't know what's going to be created on what side of the story. It's like your fears of the unknown is really the biggest thing. Like, to simplify like what this message is, the fear of the unknown and you walking and following your truth and doing what your heart's guiding you to do. The fear of what the unknown factor is or what the outcome is going to be. The fact that you don't know exactly what's going to happen, how these people are going to perceive you, how this person feels, what's going to be said, what's going to be done, blah, 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 is what's keeping you stagnant and keeping you from moving forward. So this is a big decision. It's a big choice with the Lover's card. And it could also be that for some of you, you might have to choose between two lovers. It might be that for some of you. Or something that you love versus something that you do love, but it's comfortable or you're outgrowing it. You never know. It might resonate differently for everybody. It's not going to be the same. So, I hope that makes sense. I say that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an advice card. I'm going to use my note card deck, I guess. See what we get with that. So, yeah. You shall see, huh? So I'm going to pull from my note cards. I'm going to shuffle this way so I don't see what's at the bottom. What is the guidance for us this weekend? This is a long reading. I didn't know that it was going to be this long. But I guess it needed to be said. Prayer and meditate wants to come out again. We don't need that card again. We already got that yesterday. But maybe we do need to pray and meditate again. Okay. C. Okay. The letter C plays a very important role. Okay. I love you comes out. So it could be that for some of you, this is involving a person who has the initials with C, first and last name, middle name, or it's a city, or it's a company, or it's something. It could be your name, but the message is I love you. So whatever it is, that's the action behind what you're doing. To remember that this is about what you love, or who you love, or the love of yourself for the fact that why you're doing this. For some of you, it could be the love of your city why you're doing this. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. Could be the love of your city. Could be the love of your country for some of you. It could be multiple things. Children. The love of the craft. your career, a person. It doesn't matter. However this resonates for you is how it resonates. And at the base of it, it's love. And if you're wondering how another person perceives you or how they feel about you, this person is communicating that they love you. That's the biggest thing. And it's red, so it's a powerful message. It's an action behind it. It has strong meaning behind it. And if you need to say that to yourself, by all means say it. And it may very well be what you need to say to someone. And that's not always an easy thing to say. And it should be, but that word is not easy. You can't just throw that around. So, however this resonates for you, you guys, I send much love to you as always. Until the next reading. Peace.